Return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down, 50, plant.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Hey, 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 hey,
Get ready.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
70, Indy.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Get it.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Get in the room. Mike 35, Mike 35.
Down to go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Let's go now.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Here we go.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
He's coming. We got double up. It's first.
They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Protein spill.
Here's Carr to throw. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So that'll back him up 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Express. 56 to the Raider 2.
Shotgun now for Carr. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
56. Mike. Watch the slip. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Tackles. Tackles.
To throw is RG3. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daniil Hunter picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long. It's Griffin. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Quan Alexander. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right on the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards that time.
60 outlaw.
I got it. Check 99. Check 99. Shift.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Flare. Alert. Flare.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sheldon Richardson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. And it's caught. And he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Down. 8-3.
Come on, D.
Get it.
Here's a sneak with Jones. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, defense, let's go.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they come up now 2nd and goal.
We go. 70. Indy. 54. We own it. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kareem Hunt, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
93.
To throw, it's Carr. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Switch. 29. 56.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Quan Alexander picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Let's go now. 10-2 stop.
54. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
On first down, Hunt. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Be driven.
Now Hunt. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ready.
Mike 5-4.
Shoot. 6-6. Bullet high.
Check 52.
Snap.
Back to throw. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But when you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation, because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Right here.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
You want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Carr. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now Carr on the bootleg. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Carr, and that'll be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Focus, defense, focus. Express. 56 to Mike. 56, 734. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Carl trying again on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Hey, Charlie. Express.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
Again, it's Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
You're mine.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Express.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Go.
To you. I'm going to come back to you.
On play action, now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and 13. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, LA. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Gostkowski the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Pull it together.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Express. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Bring it. Bring it. 56.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Kill. Hey, Foxtrot.
56. I'm on.
Under 10.
10.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 35's the Mike.
Hey, Orbit.
Mike 35.
Ready.
Here's Jones throwing on first down, and he fires one incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 35.
Get it.
Jones now throwing again on second and 10. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
The Texans take over
Replace
first
the
and
win.
10
Let's
at
go.
their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. It's fresh. 808.
On play action, it's Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
35. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Jones on first down. He's going to float this one deep right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. In for the score. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
Stephon Diggs. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Express. 58, Mike.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw on third down. Carr. This is Johnson. He's got it. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Express. 56. Mike's 56. Brilliant.
Bravo.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Right down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to let this go deep for Jim. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
Now a play fake. Carr. Caught right side. It's Snead. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Carr completes it, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get the all-pro guard there, Quentin Nelson.
Come on, D.
Carr to throw again. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 28 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. Hatch it. Hatch it.
Snap.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Carr. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Who's right, Chief?
Twist.
29.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr. That is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
694. Hey, Zoo.
58's the Mike. Blue Dan. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike.
734. We're done.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Down. 185. Mike, hey, 734. I'm coming. Hey, Delta. 58, come on. 58.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 37 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now Jones. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it's a second down.
A gain of 15.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike 54.
Ready?
From the gun, Jones. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Sheldon Richardson getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking deep for Demarius. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
I got it. Mike's 56.
Hey, Echo.
56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
Carr now on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check 24. Check 24. Letter 9.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. You go right now.
Hey, exit.
56 to Mike, boys.
To throw again. Carr. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. A toss play to Hunt. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. 808. 556. Here we go.
He's back to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. 27 yards there, a first down.
Watch out. 93. 56, the mark, boy. 52.
They'll look to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw, Carr. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
29. Have me.
You got time.
To throw is Carr. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Go! White!
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
We got to get to the ball. 29. Mike, 56. Mike, 56. Man, that's trash.
Express! 694!
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. The Charger drive about to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis,